And good afternoon, Port Jervis, and welcome to the Port Center Spotlight Podcast. My name is Andrew Murata, host of the podcast. Super grateful and super excited to be able to host this for our Port Jervis school community with wonderful young people, learning from them and getting to hear their story. Today, we are fortunate to have on 8th grader Ben Rivera. Ben, welcome.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming on. I appreciate it.
Mm-hmm.
How are you today?
I'm good.
Good to go?
Yep.
Got a big week ahead of you.
Oh, yeah.
Benjamin is a fine young man. I'm excited to hear his story. But people had shared, hey, you need to meet Ben Rivera. He's an 8th grader, not only playing on the varsity football team, but contributing, playing, and heavily involved in their success. So, Ben, we certainly will get to football, but how's your 8th grade year going so far?
It's going good. It's going smooth.
Yeah?
Yep.
Talk to me about the transition. We were all stuck here together as one big family last year, middle school, ASK.
Mm-hmm.
Now that you have a little more room to breathe in the middle school, what's different as an 8th grader?
Moving around a lot. You have to go kind of across the school just to get to one class.
Yeah.
The class.
You like moving though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good. Gives you a little break.
Yep.
What's your favorite class so far?
I would say technology.
Okay. Who's your tech teacher?
Mr. Olenek.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a former Port Jervis student.
Mm-hmm.
Good. And what is it about the tech class that gets your attention?
It's just the vibes that he brings to the classroom. He's always has a good mood, always puts a good smile on, and teaches well.
Yeah. He's a sports guy. He's a soccer guy.
Yep.
That's one sport you don't play.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ben plays 3 sports here with us in Port Jervis, football, wrestling, and baseball. Playing one sport is challenging enough, but to play 3 is pretty impressive. Ben, 8th grade, you're kind of, you're the rule in the roost there, the middle school. How has that transition been now having 6th, 7th, and 8th grade there, having like really little kids with you when you weren't really used to being around them? What's it like having the 6th graders there?
I mean, I don't really see them at all in school, so they don't really bother me at all.
Yeah. They're in that one hallway.
Yeah.
They move within those classes, separate lunch period.
Yeah.
Yeah. Next year, when you go up to the high school, freshmen, seniors, everyone's mixed in the caf together. There's a lot more mixing of the grades. Yeah. Okay. What's another part of your day in the middle school you look forward to in addition to tech?
Math class.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love math.
You like math?
Yep.
What is it about the numbers?
Oh, it's just great. You know.
Who's your math teacher?
Miss Shannon.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very cool. Yeah. They start to stick letters in there as you get older. Did you know that? Did they tell you that in math?
No.
They start subbing in, solve for A, things like that. Yeah. Yeah. I used to like math too until they started doing that. If you are watching live, family, friends, teachers, jump in the show. I know Ben's teachers and fellow classmates are certainly watching as well. Ben, it's Thanksgiving time here next week, right? Kind of kicking off the holiday season and then getting into 2025. So what's one thing you're grateful for here the week before Thanksgiving?
Family, always there for me, always rooting me on, supporting.
Yeah. A lot of pictures ahead of time. Thank you, Rachel, for the pictures there. Talk to me about being grateful for your family. Specifically, what are some things when you think of your family that you think of?
Like supplying me with everything I need, always being there, never putting me down, always bringing me up.
You're the youngest?
Yeah, I'm the youngest.
Yeah, I had your older brother in school. Shout out to Alex years ago. But you're the baby of the family.
Yeah.
Yeah. My parents still call me their baby. I was the youngest too of Marauders there. There you go, Alex. How are you, my friend? And how about 2025, Ben? People make resolutions. They want to add things to what they're doing. What's a goal you have in 2025?
Just be better than I was the year before. Just get better every single day.
Okay. And talk to me about that mindset. What are some things that you do to get better?
I work out outside of school. I'm always staying active, playing 3 other sports just to stay active for football.
Yeah. You're a big guy.
Yeah.
You're a big guy. I saw the size of his feet, Mom. a size 13 as an eighth grader, you're going to be a big person there, Ben. Ben, you're growing. We talked off air a little bit. You just turned 14. How do you, in terms of nutrition too, making sure you're eating the right foods, you're eating the right foods at the right time because you go to sports right afterwards. Talk to me about eating and growing and developing your body as you're getting older.
I just try to eat everything, healthy stuff. Try to stay away from junk food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's everywhere.
It's everywhere.
Especially middle school.
Oh, yeah.
There's candy, all those
Yep.
kids always having something junk to eat there. Do you bring your lunch to school or you get school lunch?
I usually get school lunch, but like maybe on game day I'll bring lunch.
Mom makes it or you packing your own lunch?
It's 50-50 sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah. She usually makes it for me.
A little extra there when mom makes those meals for you. Cool. Again, anything specific in addition to getting better? Is there a specific goal that you have in 2025 moving forward?
It's really it. It's my goal every single year. Just get better.
Yeah. And I know you wrote here in the pre-show thing that you would like to play football in college.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
When did you realize that you wanted to do that?
I would say 7th grade year when I was on JV. I really wanted to start going forward with football.
And what was it when you were on the field and did you say to yourself, man, I really could see I'd love to play at the next level. I could see myself at the next level. When did that start to hit you?
I would say the day I got pulled up to varsity.
And that was as an eighth grader, or they told you in your 7th grade year next year you're going to play varsity? You didn't get pulled up as a 7th grader, did you?
No, it was summertime. They pulled me up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Talk to me about that conversation.
It was exciting, just the feeling of being an 8th grader on varsity
Yeah.
and getting pulled up. Just felt amazing.
So a number of people reached out and said, Andrew, you got to talk to this young man. He really stands out, not only athletically, but his maturity level. Again, the way you speak, even when you went to ask for the pen, you said, excuse me, Mr. Murata wanted this pen. Very, very polite, very well spoken. So they asked you to join the varsity. Was that a conversation then you had to go back with your family? I know your dad played at Warwick. David Rivera, standout defensive. You said he got a lot of records there at Warwick. Congratulations, Mr. Rivera. Did you go back and have that conversation with your parent, or was that something right there you knew, yeah, I want to do that, coach, I'm in?
I mean, personally, I knew I was in, but my parents were kind of like a little worried that I wasn't kind of ready for it.
Yeah. Cool. Well, and we,
So
again, talked off air.
it.
You're 13, 14 years old. You're playing with 17, 18-year-olds. You know, the young men versus kind of bigger young men. It's a big difference. As a parent, I can totally understand. So you wanted to say yes there, but you hit pause.
Yeah.
And you had that conversation with your parent.
Yep.
How did that go? Did you weigh out the pluses and minuses? Were you begging them, please, or?
I was kind of begging them, please, because I really wanted to go up.
Mm-hmm.
But at the end of the day, they thought it'd be a good idea, so they brought me up.
Yeah. And then you have to like test up, right? You have to do some physical.
Yeah, I did all that in 7th grade, though.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Ben, part of playing sports too is the social aspect, right? Your friends, your kids going through the same thing as you. Do you still get that with older kids, or do you still have those bonds with your classmates, yet you get to play with these older guys? What's it like socially?
I mean, it's normal for me. I'm the same around everybody, so nothing really changes.
And talk to me about the guys on the varsity accepting you, right? Here's this young guy. He's not in their same grade. Talk to me about how they accepted you to become part of the team.
I mean, they're all really respectful to me, I think they're happy for me to be up there.
Yeah.
They always show me respect. They're always nice to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you're a pretty good player too. That helps.
Yeah.
If you weren't helping them win, it could be different. But certainly under the leadership of Coach Straharski, his coaching staff, our team has been tremendous. There's been a not only success on the field, but just the way the boys interact, the way the boys carry themselves. People are very happy for their winning. It's kind of a lot of coming together with the football team. A lot of people, shout outs here These family members, who do you got? Look how many vowels in this name. Angelina, Ravella, Gia Lorenzo. There's an Italian there. Family members, friends?
Yeah.
Yeah.
My mom.
Yeah.
Yeah. Aunts, uncles, cousins.
Great. And they're very proud of you, as are we, Benjamin. So Ben, talk to me. You're an 8th grader. You go out for the team. The physical differences from playing JV as a 7th grader, was it a big change? How did you adjust to the physicality at the varsity level?
Definitely took me a little to kind of get used to it, but as
Mhm.
soon as I started to like move with it, kind of got like muscle memory to me.
Yeah.
Kind of came a long way.
And once you're out there, I mean, the other teams don't know you're an 8th grader. You're just another guy on the team.
Yeah.
Yeah. Number 22, correct?
Yes.
And you play tight end. And what do you play on the defensive side?
I play linebacker.
Wow.
Yeah.
Golly, ain't no hiding out there for you.
Nope.
Cool. What do you love about football, Benjamin?
Just the aspect of like going out there and playing football at a,
Championship level.
yeah,
You're at a high level.
at a high level.
The
yeah.
Raiders are literally on fire, have won 6 consecutive Class B Section 9 championships. It's incredible. Did you always like football, even as a youngster, as a little kid?
Yeah, I've always loved
You
football.
always liked it.
Mhm.
And again, was this something that you knew your dad played? Did you play with your dad growing up?
Yeah, he'd always help me. He'd always play with me.
Yeah. Ben, again, an 8th grader, be involved with varsity sports, 3 sports. I got my little prop here, my bird, and we talked off air a little bit about the balance you need, right? If it was all sports all the time and that's all you did, your grades would suffer, your friendships would suffer. How do you find balance with what you're doing, all the things that you're doing? Talk to me about balancing your day and making sure the other parts of your life, including your family, your schoolwork, are in good status.
Well, with my schoolwork, I just try to get it done as fast as possible, so I have all the time to play sports. And with friends, I try my best to hang out with them as much as I can.
Yeah. So do you set alarms on your phone? Do you have this certain amount of time to do your homework, get your laundry done, stuff like that? How do you schedule once the bell rings here at 2:00? How do you schedule the rest of your day?
Well, I've practiced from 2:30 to 5:30. So after that, once I get home, I try to put everything to the side and just get my work done, schoolwork,
Yeah.
and shower and everything, and just repeating.
Ben, these are quite distracting for people. Our cell phones.
Yeah.
How does this play in with what you're doing in terms of kids getting lost on the phone, playing games, that kind of stuff? How do you manage the phone?
I just try to stay off it as much as I can.
Yeah. So when you're doing your schoolwork, you literally put it away.
Yeah.
Good for you, man. You're pretty mature.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very cool. Again, family, friends watching, teachers watching, please jump in and say hello here to Ben Rivera. Again, proud of this young man stepping up into a different leadership role and being part of the varsity football team. Talk to me about some of the lessons you've learned. You've been with Coach Straharsky, Coach Stellato, Coach Hartman, the coaching staff there for a good while now, several months. What are some of the lessons or the things that they've taught you that are helping you not only on the field, Ben, but also off the field?
You just got to give 100% every single play and everything you do.
Coach Straharsky talks about that.
Yeah.
And what happens when you don't feel like it, Ben, right? A lot of kids, they say, well, I don't feel like it. I know you want to be out there, but you can't feel 100% all the time. What happens when you're tired or you're sick and you don't feel like it? How do you manage that?
I just give as much as I can at that point.
Yeah.
Try to give it all.
Do the best you can. Do what you got.
Oh.
Yeah, you had a good answer there. Yeah, cool. Okay. What else, Ben? The sports are a big part of your life, but you're also part of the National Junior Honor Society.
Yep.
You got inducted last year.
Yeah. Cool.
Was that a goal that you had? Was that something that you really wanted, or you got the application and you were like, all right, let me.
Nah, I was really striving for that for the whole year last year.
Yeah.
Just trying to get up there, keep my grades up, and make it into the honor society.
And how did that feel when you got to that induction?
Felt relieved,
Yeah.
put all the hard work in, and then that came out of it.
Yeah. I mean, Ben, it's really nice to hear as an educator, right, to have a kid that wants to do well in school, that wants to do well in sports, wants to kind of eat right and do all those things. That's pretty good. Where would you say that desire comes from? Was it just something kind of inside of you? Did your parents sit you down when you were third, fourth grade and say, "This is what we expect of you"? Where did that desire come from?
I mean, I feel like I just expect everybody and myself. I just expect to get everything done, one way or another. Just get everything done.
Yeah, you're quite organized. That's pretty good. Ben, we talked about 2025. How about high school? What are some things that you looking forward to when you go to high school?
Definitely having class with like older people, not just people in my grade.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, because some of the classes mix,
Yeah.
Yeah. And you'll have an advantage too, because you know a lot of the guys from the team and the
Mhm.
cheerleaders and being around those older kids. Yeah,
Yep.
that's cool. Okay. How about the summer, Ben? When you turn the page to the summer, do you take a break from sports? Are you involved with all these travel sports, all that kind of stuff?
I just really train. That's it. Train and hang out with friends over the summer. That's it.
Is that something like formal? You go to like a speed class with Mr. Popolo, something like that, or do you just kind of go work out in the gym? Is it something more formal?
It's really just me and my dad work out with each other.
Okay. I've seen your dad. He's in pretty good shape.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good stuff there. Okay. Hopefully football will continue into December and we'll keep going here, but eventually you'll wrestle again. Do you know what weight you'll be at?
My coach wants me at 190, but I'm like 180 right
Wow. So you have the opposite of
now.
what usually happens. Wrestlers usually have to cut weight.
Yeah.
You get to eat.
Hmm.
That's a good thing. Why does he want you at that slot? Is that the slot that's open?
I guess he just wants to see me on varsity and see me do well. So,
Yeah.
and
Is
he
this
wants-
Coach Foley you're talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah. So did you wrestle with the I know it's a little different with wrestling, but were you with the varsity last year?
Yeah. JV and varsity wrestle together.
Together, right? Yeah. Okay. So 190. How will you transition from football season to wrestling? Like you put the helmet down and do you just throw the singlet on and just get on the mat? How do you transition?
I mean, yeah, it's pretty much what I do. It's just a normal transfer. I just go wrestle. Yeah.
Hopefully, we'll be in Syracuse on that Saturday. When football is over, are you literally just show up and go to wrestling on Monday?
Pretty
Like
much, yeah.
they might have the one day off in between.
I might just take one day off, but
One day to rest your body. Yeah.
yeah.
Ben, football, your mindset of being ready on every play. A lot of your pictures I've seen, you're always in an athletic pose. You're kind of ready, and then the play happens. Wrestling, it's just you and that other guy.
Yeah.
It's just you and him. Talk to me about your mindset. Different football versus wrestling. Where's your mindset as you're going to start a match? Just you and that other person, and not all those moving parts of football.
I'm just trying to beat the kid as fast as I can, pin him real quick so I could get the match over with.
So you're going on the attack. You're not trying to feel him out. What's this guy all about? You go right in.
Right in.
Wow. I know you had said that your dad gave you that advice to attack early.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a good athletic mindset there. I like that. You would say football is your favorite sport.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. The wrestling techniques, the wrestling moves, the wrestling strength has to help you in the other sports stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. How about baseball? Where do you play baseball? What position?
I play catcher and then really everywhere.
Okay. You like catching?
Yeah.
Would you say catching helps your leadership, Ben, as a young leader on these teams, being the one to kind of see the field and again direct that conversation with the pitcher? How does that help you with leadership?
I'd say it does because I get to kind of control the game back there and lead my team.
Nice.
Mhm.
Baseball. What do you think of all these new facilities?
Oh, they're really nice.
Yeah.
I love the fields.
Yeah. Did you see the grass that got put in for the baseball field?
Beautiful.
Looks tremendous. Yeah. They actually, when they cut the grass too, there's a certain way They don't leave the cuttings on there. It looks really good. We're really proud of all the new facilities. It just hasn't rained
Thank
where
you.
the rest of the grass has come. It's been unbelievable with the weather. Ben, how about shout outs? You have any shout outs to people that you'd like to say hello to or say thank you to?
Yeah, I actually have a lot of people. First off, I had to start with my coaches. I wouldn't be where I am today without them.
Mm-hmm.
And my mom, my dad, my sister, my brother, they all helped me, push me to my limits,
Mm-hmm.
and always want me to do better. My aunt and uncle down in Mississippi.
Oh, they're in Mississippi.
Yeah.
Okay. What town in Mississippi? Do you know?
Madison, I
Okay.
think. Yeah.
All right. You become an Ole Miss fan?
Of course, yeah.
You could
That's
go
where I
play
wanna go to
football
college.
there.
Yeah.
You mentioned the strong football program. That's big time football down there. Yeah.
Yeah. And then my aunt and uncle from Port, and yeah,
Nice.
everybody, my fans, people who come support us at the games.
Mm-hmm. And hopefully we'll have a big crowd Friday. Someone mentioned the S word on Thursday night. I hope that's not going to affect the game, but possible snow and finally maybe some rain. So, but I think Friday night the weather looks clear.
Yeah.
Well, certainly as a young man, again, 14 years old, you need the support of your family and that close knit community. But a number of people recommended you for the show, Ben, and you've done well here. Is it ever too much for you? Do you ever feel overwhelmed with the three sports, the academics? You're the youngest in your family. Do you ever feel overwhelmed?
I really never do feel overwhelmed. I just feel great to be able to have the opportunities to go do that stuff.
Yeah. Physically, mentally, you're there. How about downtime, Ben? You're in these very physical, very demanding sports. When you relax, is it movies? Is it time with family? Again, we saw some pictures at the beach. What do you do to relax or kind of turn off that aggressiveness?
Definitely vacations. I take breaks, and probably sleeping, I'd say, is my favorite break. Yeah,
Yeah, I'm sure you could rest easy with all the athletics you're doing.
of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ben, what would you say to that younger kid, that third grader, that fourth grader that wants to play sports, that wants to again get an opportunity like you have to start at an upper level as a younger guy? What would you say to that kid?
Just don't don't set yourself to any limits. Do what you want to do and do it at your best.
They're out there. They're certainly watching. And again, you've made a splash here as an eighth grader with what you're doing here. So, well, Ben, I wish you luck. I wish you good luck Friday. This was a lot of fun and it's very inspiring, right? Again, here's a 14-year-old kid in our community here, just really doing good things on and off the field. So, kudos to your family. Kudos to you. Keep your head on straight. Keep that balance, right? Keep that balance in your life of health and happiness and sports. And hopefully, Ben, we're going to get that jersey of a college jersey one day where you are playing at that high level. So keep it up.
Thank you.
Anything else you wanted to say before we end the show?
No, I think I said everything.
Yeah. Did you vote for a new team name? Did you submit a vote for with unfortunately the Raiders having to be changed? Did you submit a new name?
No, I still got to do that.
You do, but
Yeah.
it's only open for a few more days. We will release a list if you are watching the show. We will release a list of a lot of names, and as you can imagine, Ben and people watching, there was a lot of submissions with Red Hawk, Redbirds, River Hawks, Iron Hawks, a lot of that kind of stuff. Things connected to the railroad, the Iron Horses, a lot of that kind of stuff was there. So we'll get all that information out, and then we'll see where it goes. But kids like you are going to get to vote, so you will have a say in that. But yeah, definitely submit that as well. So good luck Friday.
Thank you.
I'm not going to ask you to make a prediction, and I'm not going to ask you to say how you feel about the game because we know you want to win. We certainly want you to win, but just do the best you can and show that poor pride. Mm-hmm. Speaking of that, Ben, that's our final question. You certainly demonstrated it here on the show, but what does port pride mean to you?
I would say what port pride means to me is just to give an honest effort and give 100% everything you do, no matter what it is.
You've used that number a few times. I know you like math, but you've used that number a few times.
Yeah.
That's good.
Mhm.
Ben Rivera, everyone, did a good job, man. Proud of you. You don't have black and red on today, but I forgive you. That's okay. I got purple on today, so you know. All right, we are going to sign off on the show. The game is Friday night, 7 p.m. against Ardsley, New York State quarterfinal playoffs, Class B, and the game is at Arlington High School. So, do you know the pregame meal on Friday? Has that been given to you yet?
Oh, I never get the pregame meal.
No, you don't. You don't know what it is, or you don't eat it.
No, I never know what it is.
Oh, okay.
They don't tell me anything.
What's your favorite pregame meal?
I mean, I always get a Hesse sub.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you get that.
Great.
Same sandwich all the time?
Same sandwich.
You're not getting a big Paulie before the game.
Of course not.
No, too much bourbon and stuff.
Too
What do you
much.
get? What do you eat?
I just get regular ham, cheese, yellow American.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you, so what time will you eat that? Game is 7. What time are you eating that sandwich?
Straight after school.
So 2-ish.
Gotta let it
2:30.
digest.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's good. All right, man. Good luck on Friday.
Thank you.
We certainly will be rooting for you. We're going to sign off on the show. Family and friends, thanks for all the positive comments. It was great to be with this young man and again, feeling inspired. We got tremendous kids here in Port Jervis. I'm very proud of them. So, Ben, good luck. Good luck to our Raider football team. And thanks, everybody, for tuning in. How about a go Port?
Go Port.
Bam.